say Entimia Murphy. Alright, I think say for every football fan be who say, you will be excited and then give England for no plaudits of with respect to Jumo Maye. In fact, say Utie Obia in the context of just the games and how much games they won, and it's an ultimate qualifying. For me, they were the team Omo Imagine say Anyado Mbelusu. Inti Omo a very difficult game, not Jude Bellingham, bicycle kick. Noli Watkins, if you bench about, then turn the game around. Consistently, they found ways to turn the game around. But in the final day, it was not enough. It was the La Roya, Spain, the country on the other side of the Iberian Peninsula, and they had triumphant on the day, winning by 2-1. Now, Rich Unim, me who say go football bre I started the regular things England echo final be ana so moba. And say mo moka. See, Gary Southgate, me nini nyaje with a lot of his coaching methods. And I think say, oh yeah, the one small thing, or one of the reasons in England ain't in J Cup. No. But once I say that, no, still, you will give a lot of credit to Papa friend Gary Southgate. And I'll tell you anytime I say, oh yeah, one of the reasons why the English haven't gotten there yet. Osheso Bermud in 2018 semi-final of the World Cup in Russia, 2019 Nations Cup or the third, 2021 Euros or the second, 2022 World Cup quarter-final, and then in the Euros and Ranajo, Otimi Eddie second. According to some of the English, in the recent history of the game, Gary Southgate really has gone for it. But 10 years ago, this is a picture of Dan Ashworth and the Manchester United sporting director. Any Gary Southgate. Start time no me hear mama English FA no. Now at the time, England for realize say our national teams they were struggling. Whether on the junior side, under 17, under 19, under 21, under 23. Competition no mutinenye. So we are afraid of the English football DNA. And in that English football DNA, now encompassing 5 major things. First one, who they are. And the next one was, how do we want to play? In how they wanted to play. Say, developing young players, and then coaches are good to control games in possession and also have the character to change the game when they don't have possession. Rich fundamentals no. The use of positive and enthusiastic manner that players at all times deliver realistic game-related practices, use of games with and no can say if you are using the time launching the English football DNA 10 years ago in 2014, now a very good structure for their game now. They have been very successful. Before then, now it takes you more than 20 years before they went to a World Cup semi-final. Before then, no one team in Euro final back to back that. And although they've never won the Euros before, this is the closest they've come in a span of 2 Euros. Once the English were not good enough and now, you could tell clearly, say they've made huge progress. Now we come to the point where I say, Adia Bakwa, between Omu and a cap at the highest level, because under 17 Euros, under 21 Euros, they've won at the youth level, but at the senior level. Once they produce players, which one? 10 years ago, now England for ASR English football DNA. Now in Kobe Menu age. Kobe Menu is 19 years now. At the time, Kobe Menu was 9 years. It means that the development of Kobe Menu and around the academies in England, at the time, Abante friend Cole Palmer was 11 years. Bukayo Saka 11 years. Phil Foden 12 years. Declan Rice 12 years. All of these boys have got a lot of education from the English football DNA, including Jude Bellingham. They have had a lot of success. Which, the difference between England and Spain now, it was clear. England for they've developed players to play the ball on person. But they don't have the character to play that kind of football. And why the coach on the touchline. And this is a clear annotation. They be able to catch you. England, the first thing I'm going to catch you is say, look at their goalkeeper and look at their centre backs. They can rise up in an Arsenal team of dominating play. Phil Foden ball in a Manchester City team of dominating play. Now look at the annotation. Fill in the middle of the park as an inside number 10. And Pejan is as a Mulupu board, the Mamina game ball free on them. They don't do that. Declan Rice, if you say ever be the shoulder of Alvaro Morata to receive the ball, he doesn't get the ball. Ball next to a bench friend Magui. He could have given a simple pass to Jude Bellingham. On far ball, man, they loop it long. Not Spain for 90 ball number. And that is baby England for any toes, you know. Omo developing quality players are almost in any possession-based team. Some of the best. When they got into the game where they are supposed to dominate and play, they are more passive and reactive. Now, it is the baby Omo Etosi, you know. I heard Spain for no, good. But I'll come back to that. Yeah, but much you know. England for posting pictures of Omo players, no, and Omo coach. And Omo say we fell short of what we wanted to achieve this summer. But this group gave everything and have done us proud. Your support in Germany and back home has been incredible. Thank you. Now, this is a tweet from Papa. Oh yeah, on and off starting England for the football DNA. Your friend is Stage Pete. Now, Stage Pete for who's the England national team posting paper. No, but no, see, we just have to go again. It is so painful, but there is no alternative. We have to get better. Let's start with how we introduce our youngest players to the game. 2v2 in play phase, then 3v3 before, then 5v5. It must be done. And Okache or no department or head the session side of English football FNO. It's almost say, yes, they didn't do well. They want to do better. One person develop even more players in there and to come and compete. Which in the next 10 years, England will win something. In the next 10 years, they will win something.
With Gary Southgate?
No, me Gary Southgate.
Okay.
Me say England will win something.
Say Gary Southgate don't win you.
They will win something. Whether it is Gary Southgate or not, my mom a version on Gary Southgate. I think say or a part of the stamping blocks in here. England ain't me because they are too reactive. Now to the other side of the winners of the night. See, say Unim Louis de la Fuente. You will think that where has he been? And he don't know what. And then Obabeduru I say, Rich. De La Fuente, onye a coach. Onye coach. De La Fuente instrumentally. Na Jumanga so a instructor. Now I'll tell you the difference between a coach and an instructor. So we call the various FSR. To send the senior prof Mintamoni and the other. These are the people that teach the coaches at training school in the Spanish Football Federation. He is one of the most experienced instructors. I was playing one of them. It's Argentina for coach Leonard Scolari, most of the top coaches that you have. Now, when the Spaniards realized that between 2012 Euros no, and then 2024 now, no, final they needed to change something. Luis Enrique, they didn't get to where they wanted to go in the last World Cup. They had to go back to the basics because no under 17 no Aji the Euros, under 19 Aji, under 21 Aji. They needed to go back to the man that had given them success in the junior side. I'm saying, there is Louis de la Fuente in our team. Let's get him on board. Now that is where de la Fuente watch as an instructor, he is really experienced. Waiting the coach but these instructors at the game now say to the next level. One, Madrid and Barcelona issues and then they be a bomb with teams, he achieved that. Inside the team, Unai Simon has played in all the teams of the Omakoje Caps from the youth level, and same as a branch friend Merino, Fifi. So he brought those boys into the middle of the park and was always very aggressive to them. And the 20 Rich to the principles of the Spanish team, from game 1 to game 7, not even one principle change. And now in the second half, Rodri Eprayevi Yade Martin Zubimendi Babeshebi, not a single principle change. In fact, Obayena, Zubimendi's job without the ball led to say Spain for sure first goal. The principles are there. Centre backs, BM, full backs, no, they will keep the minimal weight. Then you have the attacking eights, no, dropping deep to come and receive the ball. You will keep the weight in the attacking phase, have 5v4 in the last third, and make sure you hit your opponent. Against France, against Germany. They did it again against the eventual finalists, England, and then they've won the Euros 4 times in a row. Rich. Now, if you watch throughout the game, this is exactly how it looked like. England for now set back. And as a 4-5-1 sometimes. Now, Omutimibo Alvaro Morata sometimes as a false number 9. There were times and Lamine Yamal and Nico were not getting success with Kyle Walker and Luke Shaw in the first half. No, Bakubeba, no more overload this outside. No, so they could put them under a lot of pressure. Now look at the goal that the Spaniards they score. And I'll tell you something. In the earlier picture, I showed you how the English were pressing 4-5-1 and I said 4-4-2 mid block. Now this time, because of Southgate now Spain for a beti de Biantino. She the back three I on the must play for Nikitano. Laporte Nigeria Fifi, Marco Crea on the left, and then Abrante and Fabian Rui on the right. Now that has given Abrante and Daddy Carvajal the space to move up like a winger. And only receive the ball from wide areas, then push Lamine Yamal. Now Andy Bizarre saying to Bowie, I say no, Jude Bellingham fourth and I say Luke Shaw fourth. It is the rotations, no. Why rotation is not paid for Nikita. No matter how good you are, so you're very, very aggressive, defensive wise. You always be confused. The ball comes to this side. Which Danny Carvajal when take it 2 touches. So ball on by an outside foot neko. And then look at the run of Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal received the ball inside of Mark Gay and I better friend Luke Shaw. Then the final bit of the goal will now come. Lamine receiving ball. This is where the goal gets scored. Richard here. She the run of Alvaro Morata or you between Magay and Abrante Fenny John Stones. Then actually I say Danny Omoni or back from the number 10 position. The far left Nico Williams and Eba. Look at the 2 attackers. Both Alvaro Morata and Danny Omo. Alvaro Morata run takes away John Stones.
And Gay.
Any Gay. Now at the attention about the 2 Abrante Fenny Lamine Yamal so. Then there is 1v1 between Kyle Walker and Danny Omo. Danny Omo Subeyi, Kyle Walker flip on.
And create space for Nico Williams to score.
Excellent tactical play from the Spaniards. And idea again, they did it against Germany, they did it against France. Omi several times. Say your boys now, you saw me a very good 1v1 into me more against wingers now. On my side, yeah, for Carvajal and I say Jesus never see me keep it waiting. Then we'll move you, do a lot of rotations and we hurt you. It's a free half time nearby now. Rodri a free, Zubimendi back, but first goal comes in, and then the Spaniards are up by a goal to 0.
At a point, Rodri free say, hey,
yeah,
Spain without Rodri.
Yeah, how is it going to be like? All right, Martins Zubimendi, excellent player.
I found England made for the say,
yeah, Martins Zubimendi is he
off,
and we will give a lot of credit also to Abrante and Fabian Rui. I will feel on him. After say Rodri Freeman or Marshall in Finfion, it was good. I think against the run of play and England for Enya chance we, of course, a very good run from Bukayo Saka, then a good and excellent pass from Jude Bellingham, all setting up the ice cold Palmer. Also good England for Manchester United player. We should go Euros in England and
if you catch Chelsea, more just now,
the second goal, Spain for
and the second
2 goals to 1. Rich, Meniaji, I'm a Marco Crea. And Oshe Adia, Gary Neville, more care about the Chelsea player and what competition in what deliver. Gary Neville said, I think he is one of the reasons I think Spain probably can't go all the way. And now, Marco Crea is a good positive. Now the young player of the tournament, obviously Lamine Yamal, Abrante friend Rodri was the player of the tournament. I disagree. I think Ayala Moya when they say that Fabian Ruiz should be the player of the tournament, or the player of the tournament, or the some days ago, crap. I don't know if he stands by it, but look at the eye test and then look at the numbers here. Fabian Ruiz was more impactful. Maybe the defensive third of the game, or the Bema Rodri. But look at the numbers. 2 assists, Ruiz more than him. Interceptions, Rodri better than him. Clearances, Rodri better than him. Pass accuracy, obviously, Rodri better than him. But I think that Mark Gay up there. It's Ballon d'Or also, no? Saying it here. Oh, life was Ballon d'Or. Vinicius Junior still that's so. Okay. Jude Bellingham that second. Rodri that third. Tony Cruz that fourth. Now they think that Carvajal did him. Carvajal should be somewhere here. I know it's an individual, whatever. But still, Carvajal.
No, but sometimes defenders, yeah, fair to them.
Yeah, and even made for this.
Drew say I would do, football, and your fair to